emergency. He had spent $600 on a designer crib. I didn't call him immediately. I couldn't. I spent 3 days in a state of icy dissociation. I drove to the address listed on one of the frequent Home Depot charges. I didn't tell my mother. I just drove. 3 hours later, I pulled up to a charming blue house with white trim. There was a tricycle in the driveway. Welcome, Matt sat by the door. I sat in my car, clutching the steering wheel until my knuckles turned white. And then the door opened. Julian walked out. He wasn't wearing the haggard, stressed expression he wore when he visited us. He looked healthy. He looked happy. He was carrying a toddler, tossing him into the air and catching him, making the boys squeal with delight. A woman followed him out, kissing him on the cheek before he headed toward a shiny, late-model SUV, another thing I'd apparently paid for through his car loan requests. I felt a roar in my ears. It wasn't just anger. It was a profound sense of erasure. I didn't exist to him as a brother. I was an ATM. I was a safety net that he was strangling me with. I didn't jump out of the car. I waited. I followed him to a local park. When he sat on a bench, watching the boy play, I walked up behind him. Is he a dental emergency or a warehouse shift? Julian? Julian froze. I watched the blood drain from his neck, his shoulders hunching as if he were expecting a physical blow. He didn't turn around for a long time. Elias, he whispered, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing, but I think the $42,000 in credit card debt answers that for me. He turned then, and for the first time in my life, I saw the mask slip. There was no sensitive dreamer left. There was only a cornered animal. You don't understand, he hissed, looking around to make sure no one was listening. Sarah, she didn't have anyone. When she got pregnant, I had to take care of them. I couldn't let my son grow up the way we did. Elias, scraping for every penny. So, you let me scrape for them? I shouted. I haven't bought a new shirt in 3 years. Mom is using a walker that's held together by duct tape because I was saving for her surgery, money that I now realize went to your landscaping. You're the strong one. Julian snapped, his voice cracking with a forced, pathetic emotion. You always had it under control. You like being the martyr.